From a creepy discovery on a Hawaiian beach to a terrifying encounter on a cruise ship, these are 5 scary true vacation horror stories. Today we're going to go through part 5 of the most scary vacation horror stories. Starting with story number 1. A married couple from Canada was on their honeymoon in Las Vegas. They booked a 3-day stay in a hotel suite. Everything was going well until the second night, when they noticed a terrible stench coming from the box spring of the bed. There is still part 1, 2, 3, and 4 to go through. Also, if you want to hear more scary stories, I have a podcast called Mr. Nightmare. They had a long drive day and were tired, so they got on a quiet highway in Georgia around midnight. About 30 minutes in, 2 men in hoodies jumped out of some bushes. They were driving around and decided to take a side road. They soon came across a rusty unbranded car sticking out of some crops. There was also 2 men standing next to it with large knives. Also, if you have a scary vacation story you want to share, comment it down below. I might read it on a future episode of Mr. Nightmare. Subscribe for more. They tried to hide, but it was too late. The sister and her husband had already seen it. As they got closer, they noticed a bloody dead body underneath the car. The men looked at them and then ran off into the crops. They got back in their car and drove off to call the police. The dad slammed on the brakes, but the men didn't move. Then they both pulled out guns and fired several shots at the car, blowing out all 4 tires. He noticed an older creepy man staring at him in the ship's nightclub. The man kept buying him drinks and trying to talk to him, but the boy politely got away. The next night the boy was at the bar with his brother. When he saw the same man staring at him again, he tried to ignore him, but the man kept buying him drinks and being creepy. So the boy finally went back to his room. That night, he was awoken in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. When he opened the door, he saw the light was on, and the door was cracked open. He shut the door and kept laying there. Then he heard someone else in the room. He screamed and his brother came running. They started fighting, and the boy and his brother were able to hold the man down until security arrived. They took the man to the ship's jail, and no one knows what happened to him after that. Dad floored it and sped away. The men ran off to their car and chased after them. They continued this high-speed chase for a few miles before the chasers got off the highway. The family made it to a gas station and called the police. It turned out the 2 men were caught and taken to jail. You can listen to a new episode every Wednesday. And if you like it, be sure to subscribe. At first they thought it was just stale and dirty, but the smell only got worse. One day they were at the beach when the husband noticed a creepy man watching his wife. The man kept walking past her, even though there was plenty of other space on the beach. When the husband confronted the man, he walked away. Later that night, the couple returned to their hotel room. But as the wife walked toward the bathroom, she realized the same man was blocking her way. She screamed and ran into the room. They locked the door and called the police. But the man disappeared. What they didn't know was that he had gotten into the room next door. While they were gone, the husband pushed the man back. So he pulled out a knife and lunged at the husband. The wife grabbed a lamp and hit the man over the head with it, knocking him unconscious. She then called the police and they arrested the man. The husband even ripped the covers off the mattress to try and air it out. But the next morning when he went to check out, the smell was even worse. He ended up tearing the whole thing apart and found a dead body of a woman stuffed inside. The police had actually been looking for her for a while, because she was reported missing. The couple stayed in the hotel room after finding the body until the police told them to leave. The hotel didn't even offer them another room or a refund. That's not very accommodating. And story now. A married couple was on their honeymoon in Hawaii. Be sure to stay tuned for more vacation horror stories, because so far we've only covered part 5. Moving on to story number 3. The Georgia road trip. A family was driving from New York to Disney World in Florida. Moving on to story number 4. The St. Martin discovery. A sister and her now husband were on vacation in St. Martin. And moving on to story number 5. A 16-year-old boy was on a Royal Caribbean cruise with his family. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out part 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the most scary vacation horror stories.